People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Now the first thing that is popping in the news is a buzzing topic all over social media, in the news and in a real life. I am speaking about that incident in which a 9-year-old was missing, abducted, from a place called Bath. Her name is Phylisia-P. Based on the information, it is said that the suspect, the person of interest, Davian Brian. This is her picture right here. This is his picture right here, side by side. Missing person, also suspect, person of interest. Now people, based on the information from the Popo, it is said that this girl, 9-year-old, she was on her veranda playing. She was being watched by a 20-year-old, her bigger sister. The mother was not there. The mother left a 20-year-old in charge of the 9-year-old, which people, no problem. 20-year-old is an adult. However, people, sometimes these people, them teens and 20, they are so busy with social media, and I am not saying that that is the case in this case, because obviously we see say this family is going through all sorts of things. Me just say, even though the person that you leave to watch, monitor this child is of adult age, sometimes they might not be as responsible, and I am not saying that that is the case in this case. Now people, when I saw this all over the news, all over social media, I said to myself, hold on a minute, this case seems to be getting more attention than the normal case in Jamaica, because the truth and the fact is that every day we get up, we hear say this one missing, that one missing. Sometimes we don't hear nothing about them. Sometimes it is swept under the rug. Sometimes if we are lucky, they are found. Sometimes not so lucky, they are not found. And when them find the body, it is in a very deplorable state. Now people, when this incident occurred, I said to myself, why is this case getting so much attention? And the truth and the fact is that this is based on an incident that occurred before in a place called Red Hills, where a little pitney was missing. And when the family went to report it, they said that it had to take 24 hours before they can file a missing report. Now people, that little pitney was not found in a very good state, worst case scenario. So therefore they amended the way in which you file a missing person report as it pertains to children. So that is why this is getting so much attention. With the fact that this girl was seen on CCTV, there were pictures, there were videos with this man actually abducting this child and had some sort of kitchen utensil at her neck while he was taking away the little pitney and a Tekwa himself. Now people, the truth and the fact is that when we list the stuff like this, it is what we call a system failure. And when I say a system failure, I mean failure by the justice system, because based on information that I got, it is said that this man is from Portland. He is on bail, condition of bail, for all sorts of gun crime, amongst other charges. That means that he is a known criminal. He is a repeat offender. So therefore, he is from Portland. His crime was committed in Portland, and he was reporting on condition of bail in a Bath, St. Thomas. However, people, we see he was not rehabilitated. He was not listening to the fact that his condition of bail is that he should stay away from other crimes, and even crime like this as it pertains to people, picnic, people, loved ones, rate, lele, blue, blah, bling. So people, this is what we call system failure, because we've seen on many occasions a lot of these crimes that are being perpetuated in Jamaica is caused by repeat offender. A lot of these scamming, a lot of these takeaway, repeat offender, known criminals that basically take away one or two head already, and then they give them a next chance. They open the jail cell and let them out for them to do the same thing or even worse. And people, we see in this case, that is the case, based on what the information or the evidence that the Popo has. Now people, we see the Popo, they came out and they're asking this person, turning himself, surrender. And we also saw that they asked the family members, the mother, the father, whoever, to tell them family member turning himself, report to the closest power station. However, people, based on this man's history, based on this man's past, this is why we got to the problem where we are at right now. He does not listen too well. He does not take advice. He does exactly what he is going to do. So people, I say this to say that, and I don't want to sound as if I am negative. More than likely, he is not going to listen. More than likely, people like these, criminals like these, their mind is already made up. They have all sorts of criminal intent. They have all sorts of demonic and evil thoughts. So therefore, it is driven by that. So therefore, if he had any sorts of good intention, he would not have taken that little child off our veranda with some sort of kitchen utensil, which was showed clearly on a CCTV video and picture. We've seen them all over social media. Now, people, we see that the state of Jamaica, it is getting from bad to worse. And we see that every day we get up, we hear something that is more shocking than the day before. And just when we thought that we've seen it all, it seems as if we've seen nothing, none at all. It seems as if there is no extent or extreme in which the criminals in Jamaica will go. And in cases like this, what do we do? What is proper justice? What do we expect? Do we think that a person like this has any sorts of rehabilitation? Do you think that even the most hardened criminal in Jamaica, they should waste taxpayers' money on him? Do you think that it actually makes sense based on what we've seen, based on the history? So people, if you want to know the future, you have to basically looking at the past, and then you make decisions based on that. So therefore, until the justice system in Jamaica gets more hardened on these hardened criminals, we are going to constantly have this problem. Until we set some sort of example out of these criminals, until we make rules and amend condition of bail in Jamaica, we are going to constantly have these problems. Because people, like me always say, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting results. And we've seen the results whenever these criminals, them get all sorts of bail. They come out and they do the same thing in most cases scenario. Isolated incident, persons are granted bail and they basically do what they are supposed to do, the condition of the bail. However, people, when a person is a criminal, when a person is evil, when a person is demonic, there is nothing good that can come out of it. It is always going to be bad. So therefore, it is going to be a lose-lose proposition. So people, me just say this. These people, they are not redeemable. These people, there is no hope for them. The only thing that we should recommend for people like this is either the people in the community, if and when them catch them, if and when them put them on them just make sure say them not call 119-311-119-911, whatever the number is. Them for make sure say justice is swift. Them for make sure say these persons get exactly what them work for. Them for make sure say them send these people, you know exactly where there is no return, the land of no return. We are talking about toe tag, we are talking about Madden bag, you know exactly what I am speaking about. So people, like me say, whenever a child, a pitney is missing, whenever the hours pass, the days pass, it begins to look less promising. And people, hopefully I am wrong, hopefully statistics is wrong, hopefully they can find this little pitney. However, people, I doubt it very much. So therefore, while I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, and we always want to keep hopes alive, people like these, they have no sorts of conscience. Their heart is cold. And them know so whatever they do, the last thing that they want is a witness. The last thing that they want is a little pitney to go up on the witness stand and say, yeah, him do this, him do that, him touch me and so him touch me this. Because people, the way that they look at it, either way they are doomed. Destination doomed. So therefore, I think that this person, whenever he took away this little girl, it is not for company or well, it is not for good company, or it does not have good intentions, in other words. So people, at the end of the day, as a nation, our people, we have to stick together. We have to be very mindful of everything, our surrounding. We cannot use defensive mechanism from back in the 80s or 70s when Jamaica was a nice place. We have to watch, we picnic them like how some chicken or the hen watch the little chick them. We have to keep our eyes open, because at any minute, any moment of any day, anything can go wrong. And these predators, they're out here and they're basically scoping out people, and then them pounce on unsuspecting victims, especially the most vulnerable in a society. May I talk about the little picnic them. So people, me just say, we should hope for the best but expect the worst. Point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.